Hey guys, my name is Sidiac and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2 India Edition, where we're now witnessing the first ever shipping route that we have created in this series, and it goes from India all the way to Sri Lanka, and it's currently carrying passengers from Jaffna all the way over to Ramnad. Now, we had to kind of create a brand new train line which led all the way down to pick up some passengers to make it make sense. And we have this train line that goes from Coimbatore through Madurai all the way down to Ramnad. And the money on it, this train, it makes cash. But the only issue is the shipping route technically does not. Now, the issue we've got with this shipping route is it's only transferring between these two cities, which is great, and that's what we wanted to do, obviously. But because the train line has this additional town city in the middle, it's able to become more of a commuter route, which is why that one makes money and this one does not. Now, what we got to do is we got to make Sri Lanka a little bit more connected, and what I'm going to create is a transportation loop around all these towns to pretty much bring them up to Jaffna. So Jaffna Port, Harbour, Docks, whatever you want to call it, has a little bit more kind of connectivity, so more people can cross over onto mainland India. Now, if you are enjoying the series, guys, please make sure you smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new around here so you get notified when more episodes do come out. But we got to do some big connections. Now, we've got 4 cities in total on this island, and we should be able to create a nice little loop. Now, what I'm noticing is we have the ability to also build a farm industry with food, which there is only one town that requires that. We have the ability to utilize wood to produce planks, which we can then utilize to create tools, which there is 2 cities that require that. We can produce building materials, which is 3 cities that require that. And the only, actually, to be honest with you, Jaffna, Trincomalee, if that's how you pronounce it, and Gali, all 3 of them cities there could literally be supplied with the industries on the island. Colombo, well, Colombo not so much, but that's okay, boys, that's okay. So what are we going to do then? Well, we're going to create a little streetcar system that will kind of collect everybody and bring them up. And there's 2 ways in which I can do this. I can obviously create a hub there and then bring them down here, around to there, and then into Colombo, and then bring them either down this way back up, or utilize a road connection coming down, so it just pretty much creates a big loop. Now, obviously, it will get overloaded pretty quickly, so I might have to do a clockwise route and a counterclockwise one to take the heat off how busy this line is going to be. It's going to be very busy in Colombo, but I have a feeling by the time it gets to Galway, the streetcars will already be filled to the brim. But you never know until you do it. You never know until you do it. And we'll also try and get the towns as well supplied with the goods on the island to kind of build it all up. So we need to create a central area here then for the streetcars. We use a truck and tram bus depot, we want to call it. Tram tracks, yes. How big and long do we make it? Do I do multiple platforms either side would be good. If I can kind of get it central, that would be pretty good as well if I do a 30. Now that's going to eat into a lot of our buildings here. I could put it on this side, which kind of then, you know, I don't want to put it there. Here's great because it's more central to the area. Now if I build it this way, if I build it about there, you got the connections to the right hand side, which is just here, and you've also got the connection behind it, which touches the dock. So the pedestrians and the passengers can make a short little cut here to get onto the boats and off the boats onto the streetcar. So that actually fits pretty well. That does fit pretty well. So now in Trincomalee right now, we've got to sort this out. Now, this town has some very weird road systems. And I think it's mainly down to the fact that they're trying to kind of fit itself within this industry. Oh no, I don't want to delete the industry. So if I just delete the road, right, because we can kind of then allow them to build up a little bit differently. I'm going to kind of help them out slightly. I don't want no player ownership. I'm going to build... Actually, how bad is the... I was going to say, how bad is the terrain? So if I bring you to about there. So I'm trying to kind of make the building, the layout of this town a little bit more friendly. And, you know, allow it to do then what it's got to do. So if I built this to about there. So it doesn't kind of do anything too ridiculous. Now, obviously, terraining, we're going to have to smoothen the area off. The more builder-friendly we make it, the bigger the town and the faster the town can then grow. So I just want to make the land around it all here right now. I mean, it's never going to look great. It's always going to be all over the place. But the more friendly we make it, the better for us. Because I've also got to try and situate somehow a tram station here somewhere. I'm thinking, what if I just kind of cancelled that off? Yeah, that drops down, but maybe we can utilize this here as where we put the tram stop. See, it's too high there, but I could keep it central. I just want to make sure that it kind of covers all areas, or I could pull it here. That's a lot more central. Do you know what? We'll do that. We'll pull it there. It has the connection to the side just here, which is great. Now, this is a bit funky. So what I might do now is bend it slightly outwards. And then it's a bit smoother. You know what I mean? What we're going to do here then is bring this out like this. Let's go, try and go in a straight line. And then we got a back connection to the tram stop there. It's all good. I do like to go big and over the top because it kind of gives a wider radius and more capacity to work with. Right, it does. Oh, look at that. That is very unique. I like this. I like the big mountain it kind of climbs up. But I don't like so much the roads that it's tried to create. So let's just try and delete here some of this stuff. It doesn't need to be like that. And then, I mean, this is very funky here. If I delete you and delete you, I'm going to build better road connections. It just seems fair, doesn't it, that we try and utilize better road connections. You go there. And where could I build my tram stop here? So, let's see. It hasn't got to be perfectly connected. It does need to be perfectly connected, but I haven't got to make it like bang on, connect here, and it's got to connect in all the areas. I just need to be like within a walkable distance to all the buildings. And you're not going to get that. Here's fine. It's a great connection-wise. So that will do for us here. Let me just now sort out some of the terrain because it is a little bit wild. You know what I mean? So the smoother it is, the more easy it is for the buildings to build. So if I just kind of roughly just go over the current areas so you get bigger buildings. And what I'm also going to do is just slightly bulk out around the edge of the roads here. And then smooth it all off. So you're more likely to get a building grow and be placed down. Right, there we go. That's that stop done. Okay. Colombo looks wild itself. Now, let's see if I can just smoothie first. Because I don't want to mess too... even though I'm messing really badly with the towns and their current geographies and landscapes, stuff like that, I don't want to dictate too much how they should act and grow. So I think that takes a little bit of the fun away from the uniqueness of the cities. But sometimes you just got to give them a little bit of a helping hand. Now, if I can squeeze you in there, that's perfect. That is perfect. We've got a couple of connections. It's sunken down slightly. That is actually pretty good. Now, it does miss out in some areas, but there's nothing stopping me placing more stops in or doing a small little commuter bus that collects everybody around to bring them to the central area of Colombo. So it's not, you know, unheard of. It's nothing crazy. It's, you know, quite simple and easy to kind of implement these things. Now, we've got those in. And once we get to our stop in Colombo, we got to head back up to Jaffna. So it makes sense to kind of connect these two roads up here. So streetwise, Bendy Wendy's, it's literally just going to be that. That's literally all it's going to be. Or smoothie, so it looks naturally as possible. Simple. Well, at least I feel like it's simple. Now, the question is, are we going to do a counterclockwise and a clockwise route? The answer is going to be yes. The answer is going to be 100% yes. Now, if I'm doing that, it then does give me the freedom to be able to build multiple truck and tram stops. So I could implement, for example, we could do a set, let's just say just here and here. That is the right ones, isn't it? Yeah. I'm going to do a stop in the middle here and here. And I'm going to do a stop just here and here. So just before and after each of the towns. Same logic is going to apply here and here. And here and here. Now, for these, we'll do one just there and there. And for here, we'll just do it there and there. So that's kind of like almost semi kind of future-proofing ourselves a little bit for when the towns do grow. They will grow outwards, and eventually those out-of-town stops will eventually be built around them, and they'll become inner-city stops. So kind of slightly future-proofing myself there. Obviously, we have no connections going up the hill up here, which is a shame, but I don't know whether it will make sense to kind of try and do so. I mean, that's ridiculous, isn't it? That is absolutely ridiculous. There's no way I'm kind of going to be implementing something like that. But there's got to be ways in which we can kind of do stuff. Like the slope there is too steep, which truly is a shame. Now, if I delete you and delete you, can I do it a little bit longer to reach it? See, that would work. Now, would something like this work? Yeah. See, now we've got better connections. So something as simple as that gives us a lot better of a connection. But again, don't get it too twisted, boys. It's still a complete mess. Right, then, let's implement these routes then. So, new route. Oh, I'm waiting for autosave. There we go. I was wondering what was going on then for a second. Right, I only need one line for. Add station. So, here. Which we have to make sure that we utilize all the stops, because when they're busy, you know the rules, boys. You know how this works at this point. So we'll make this one go this way. So bam, to there, and then when you get to here, we make it use all the stops, and then to there, going all the way around, there, here, use all the stops, and then just there. So some of them might be a bit close and some of them don't make sense, but some of them will make sense for some people. Which is why we're getting so many in. Alright, leading out. Just here. And then all the way back to there. Which will then repeat the cycle as it goes back into here. Right, let's change this to like green so it stands out. And let's create another new line. Do the exact same thing again. We'll make this one blue. Right, all the stops, all the platforms. So if there's a tram on a platform, it will use a different platform. And then we'll make it go the opposite way. So rather than buying like 8 streetcars for one route, we can split them 4 on each, is how we can pretty much set it all up. All right, there we go. Stop there. Stop here. And then going this way, stop there, all the way around. So by having one going clockwise and counterclockwise, it stops the trams being overloaded on one station and then forcing everybody to go all the way around the loop to get to where they originally wanted to go. So it does save us a little bit. So if you were like in Colombo, say the loop went around this way, it went clockwise, and you're in Colombo and wanted to go to Galway, you've got to go all the way around to get there. in this sense, we got one going back, so it just makes it a lot easier for them. Right, that's now set up then. Very, very basic system. So I'm going to put the game back into play mode right now because now we don't need to build anything additional. And just here we'll build... Oh, hold on. I got to upgrade all the roads for the streetcars. Seniac, you're an absolute noob. Right, let's do that. Right, bam, 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 bam. I kind of forgot about that bit. The most crucial part of all of that, I literally forgot. How did I manage that? I will never know. I will never know. Right, we'll make it go this way. It's because the line didn't even say anything either, did it? It did not say anything. But the line doesn't assume it's trams. It would have assumed it's buses. So that's why nothing kind of... everything. That's why everything appeared slightly normal. You know what I mean? Right. I'm hoping this is going to work. It's all correct, isn't it? Yeah. Right, let's now buy some trams. So the tram depot, which we'll put just here. And we'll buy some trams. So let's go buy capacity because we've got... oh, we've got new ones, the Moscow ones. So we were using the Ivans. Then we upgraded, I believe, to... I think it was these ones, which carries 21. These carry 24. There's not much of a difference, but these are a little bit slow, these Moscow ones. So I might just stick with these. And we'll buy 8. The first 4 we drop on line 4. And these we drop on line 5. So because I now put trams on, it should now change where the lines run. Because it was going to go down this road, but now it goes this way because it follows the tram tracks. So we've got now 4 trams on either side. Once they've spread out, hopefully you'll see a dramatic difference. But now that we've done that, should we start thinking about maybe, I don't know, sorting out some of these industries? I think that will be a good thing to do. Also, at the same time, do I need to widen any of these roads? Will they be backlogged? I mean, it doesn't really seem that busy now, so I think we'll kind of be okay. But, yeah. Let's do some industry stuff. Now, from all of this, there's only one place that's going to require food. Now, how this game works is you earn money based on how far something travels. So don't think, because this is here to there, it's pretty close. If I put the stop there and then the other stop over here, it's based on distance. But obviously, I need to make it efficient. So, and then wherever I put that over there, it's got to come down to here. Well, I'm just kind of working it out in my head. I need a truck stop. Does it need to be... is that a truck stop? Yeah. Doesn't need to have tram tracks. Only needs to have one platform. This one. And we'll do the other side platform. So we'll do it like this. And I might make it a little bit bigger. There we go. That's what we'll do. We'll then smoothie this all out. Very nice. And then that connects to here. So I can then bring this over to there. So the further away we do it, the more money we will make. Now, I don't know how I feel about making this force itself through the town. Right. Let's rotati this. Trying to find out where the best place to put this would be. I might need to flip it round and then do it this way. Oh, I could do it that, like connecting there, if it wasn't eating into that so much. So if I built this here, I'm just going to get this to connect to there now, don't I?
Right, platform-wise. Now, that is eating into that slightly. But that's not connecting to there as I expected. Right, let me delete that. I think what I should have done is placed it down first, like something like this. And then allowed the road to go up to it. Feels pretty high, but it works. Smoothing around. Smoothing around. So, we create the lines from here to here. Which would be, we'll make it red. No. Make it the color of wheat. Yes. Oh, I need to name these. I've got so many lines here that I've not named. So we'll call this the Jaffna wheat line is what we'll call it. Very good, very good, very good, very good. And then we need to create another new line. Oh, I can't create it yet because I don't have a drop-off point for the truck unload stop. So it's pretty much within everywhere, but we'll put the truck unload stop just here. So then I create a new line that would then pick up the wheat, or the bread, or the food it would be at that point there, and then go to there. Which will make that a little bit darker. And this will be our trin food is what I'll call it. Our trin food. And that's pretty much as simple as it needs to be. It doesn't need to be overcomplicated. That's literally all it needs to do. Now, this requires 2 wheat for 1 food. So if I had the rate twice as much as the rate to there, I can actually do 1 vehicle back and forth. Will be 1 vehicle going back and forth there. Theoretically, I don't know if that is true, but I want to do obviously more than 3 vehicles. Sorry, a vehicle each. So put a road depot there. Cargo-wise, we'll get the truck which carries... Oh, no, okay, I can't do that one. It carries 8 because it's the wrong type of cargo. But if I got, let's say, 4 trucks and put them on the wheat line, the Jaffna wheat line. So at least get that up and running first so we're consistently delivering wheat to the food processing plant. And then we can then, once it starts having adequate amount of deliveries, we'll then start bringing food to Trin. Now, are we seeing passenger numbers increase? I don't know if we've given it enough time yet for it to kind of run round. We also probably need to think about upgrading... No, actually, I think they're okay doing the speed limit on this dirt road, right? They're doing 40 kilometers. I mean, on a normal road, they're also doing 40 kilometers, so there's no need for me to pay for road upgrades. There's people waiting. They're using the out-of-town stops as well, which is great. So, no, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. So, where's the... There's a streetcar just here with 17 people on board. That's actually quite a lot, isn't it? That is quite a lot. That's pretty good. So, give it time for the food trucks to do what they've got to do. We'll have a little bit of a fast forward now. Now, I have discovered we don't unlock the elevated train stations until 1960, I believe. So, some of the routes that I want to create elevated lines for, we have to wait till the 60s. Right, this tram is on the way back with 8 people on board. Now, how many people walk over to the harbour? Oh, damn. The harbour just increased the amount of people that's going to be waiting there for the next journey. Now, we'll know the success of all of this by how much more money the boat starts making. That's how we can kind of indicate how much more people we're transporting away and to Sri Lanka. So that will be our little kind of benchmark. Now, they're already picking the stuff up. I feel like we're all instantly going to be making the food. So I might just buy... Let's get 2 trucks for now. On the Trin food line. And as soon as it starts getting wheat or grain, it will then start producing food, which it does. Now, unfortunately for us, they do have to share the same platform. I might be able to edit this. No. Okay, I don't have to... well, no, okay. I don't have the ability to edit, but I don't think it'll be the end of the world. It's only trucks. It's only trucks. So that first truck has picked up some goods, and then Trin will have a nice little delivery. Simple, yet effective. Now, we've got to apply that same logic for stuff like up here, which is going to be a little bit more difficult than you actually expect, because these are literally right next door to one another, so the money you're going to make is completely different. Right, let's see what I can do here. So, truck stop. Now, obviously, I want to put them as far away as possible, so I'm going to put you about there. And then this one, we're going to have to do both sides, because we're going to have... I'll actually do an extra one, because we're going to have one drop-off and 2 pickups, if that makes sense. There we go. Now, in all the towns we're going to be dropping the construction materials, we need to do a truck drop-off point, which we'll do one just here. Where should I do it? Here, maybe? All right, we'll do one here for Galley. Trin's got one, but then Jaffna needs one as well. So you kind of want it in a point where it kind of does the whole town. So we'll put it just there. So, logically, we need to go to our routes, create a new route. There to there, the shortest route in history, might I add. All right, but hopefully it does work out. We'll make it red. There we go. So this is our Colombo bricks, is what I'll call it. Now, in Colombo East, we'll get to utilize whatever platform is currently going to be available to drop the goods off. That's all it needs to do. Now, in the meantime, we'll get a truck to do that. So this carrying 8, the one that carries 8, I can now utilize, and we'll get 2. Just because of how short the distance is, we'll start with 2. Now, we're going to create 3 brand new lines. Oh, so sorry, I thought there was only 2 pickups. There's actually 3 pickups, but that's fine. It still work out. You to there. Another new line. You to there. Another new line. You to there. So those 3 lines right now are our bricks. Actually, the first one's not called bricks. The Colombo bricks is not Colombo bricks. It's Colombo stone. I've just realized. Colombo stone. Nice. And then we need to set up them. So line... We'll make these a little bit of a darker red. So line 6 is our galley bricks. Yeah, this is the one we're going to call bricks. Now, in Colombo East, obviously you get to utilize all the platforms that are available. So, you know, maximize the pickup rate. Line 7, make that red as well. Now, this is our Trin bricks. Trin bricks. There we go. And in Colombo East, utilize all the pickup points. Very good. Line 8, this is our Jaffna one. Jaffna bricks. And, of course, make it red. Right. The truck's now going back and forth with the pickup there. Right. Why is there no shipment numbers? Oh, hold on. Is it because they're confused? They might be confused. Colombo Stone. So in Galley North, you load... Wait. Oh, I've got the wrong type of truck. I've got the wrong trucks on this line. I got confused thinking they were doing the bricks. They're not doing the bricks. Right, replace them. I'm an idiot. They need stone. Right, there we go. That should now drop off stone. Now we should be able to now pick it up. Right, so for the other ones, we can use these, and I'm going to do, even though I've got 2 on that route going back and forth the stone, we're going to do 2 on each of the brick routes. Because of the distance, the rate is going to be different. Okay. So we do 2 for galley bricks, 2 for Jaffna bricks, and the other 2 for Trin bricks. Right, there we go. So the rate, even though there's 2 on this one as well, and it obviously does. Oh no, it needs 1 to 1. Okay, that's a lot different then. 1 to 1 is definitely drastically different. We can actually maybe get like a third vehicle on this. We'll just kind of see how well we get on with this first. So I'm assuming this truck's now going to drop off and this will then start producing bricks. So it should drop off 7. We should then be able to produce 7. Which is glorious. The vehicles are already here. They're actually pretty quick. So maybe on this line, manage vehicles, I'm going to put 4. You know what? I'm going to risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. I'm going to put 4 on there. So straight now then, Trin has all the goods it requires to keep on growing. And boy oh boy are they growing. This town had a bit of a downturn when I deleted the roads. Now it's going vroom. It's about to triple in size. Jaffna, in terms of charts, has plateaued since, but now with the bricks that will be delivered, it should then start increasing. And I'm not saying that we've now had an effect already, but let's see the finances on the ship. Look at that. I would say creating the tram routes has been a great success because now the shipping route has made so much more cash. Big question is though, does the tram lines make money? Well, line 4 does. And line 5 does as well. Everything is already a great success already. It's already a great success. Now, next, we've got to try and produce some tools. Now, this was solely for Galley and solely for Jaffna. Now, looking at it, we also have a sawmill over here. So, to make me make more cash, I could bring the wood from here to there and then pick up the sword wood to down there. Now, it's a 2 to 1 on that. So, I could also use the same vehicles, but I don't think I'm going to. Now, my next issue and question would be, for a truck stop, I'm going to have to put it there so it connects to that and this. Okay, so we are going to do 2 either side. That should do it for me there. We then need to we'll do 1 either side on this. Or do I bring it here? Let's just bring it there, just so it's like a little bit further away. That's probably the better kind of positioning for it. There we go. That covers here, so we're all good. So just those 2 alone sort us all out. So let's do it step by step then. A new line from here to here. Now, obviously, make them utilize all the platforms on both ones, so we have multiple vehicles coming in. We'll make it brown for the wood route. And we need to make sure in Galley East, while it does, it only loads this line, only loads wood. That's all it's going to do. Okay? That's all it's going to do. I could make it bring planks back, but it will bring back a considerable different amount. So I could make it do that. So load and unload. In Trin, obviously, load and then unload. We flip it. So it could work. It's just we're going to be bringing back a significant amount of difference because it takes 2 wood for 1 plank. But we can only bring back as much as we take there. So it kind of works out the same anyway. So let's just kind of sort this out then. The line is, we need to give it a name, don't we? We call it our Galley planks. Oh no, it's Trin planks. Trin wood. Because you're taking wood to Trin. That makes sense? So if I first get the vehicles for that then. Buy vehicles. Cargo related wise. All cargo. That's great. And we'll get 6 of them. Because it's got to be bringing back and forth. Trin wood. I'll get that up and running first. So Sri Lanka is filled with vehicles. It really is. I feel like it's too small to implement trains. It'll be too complex and too expensive. So vehicles do make the most amount of sense. Right, that wood's great. That's that's taking the wood from there to over there to be turned into planks, which the planks then come all the way back to here to produce tools. So by that logic, I'm producing planks and I'm producing tools. Amazing, right? So straight away, I can now deliver tools to Gali and to Jaffna. So create a new line from here to the truck stop is just there. So we make this like, let's go for like a light blue to signal the tools. And this is our Gali tools. And in Gali East, make sure it utilizes all the platforms so it's able to get one when one's busy. And that's all I want it to do, isn't it? Yeah. I don't need to sell it to any other parameters because it can only accept tools. And another one here to Jaffna. Now, Jaffna one's a little bit further, so I don't know whether I need to kind of put like extra on board. I'm not too sure. Not too sure, boys. Not too sure. So this is Jaffna tools. And then Gali East, making sure it does them all. So because of how far how long the Jaffna line is, I might do 2 vehicles for that one. So buy 2 for the Jaffna line. Jaffna tools. And because of how short that one is, we're only going to buy 1 for the Gali line. So Gali tools. And the only now town that doesn't have the goods required is Colombo. Because we don't produce them on the island itself. That's interesting. So the truck's now on the way over. Fill to the brim, 999. And then we'll see how the rest of it gets on. So give it time to kind of everything to kind of set itself in motion. We'll have to eventually come back and see where we can tweak things. We can already upgrade the vehicle straight away to these red ones from the green ones that we originally bought. So that's pretty good. Just give these places now time to grow. So since we started delivering bricks, Jaffna's now growing again. And it will grow even more once the tools get delivered as well. Trin has had the goods coming in more often and for longer, so they're definitely growing a lot bigger. And Colombo's had a bit of a growth spurt as well by the looks of it. But it's starting to come down a bit. I think that's because it's just deleted a building or 2. But, do I try and do something here to kind of preempt the building? I could kind of help it out slightly. I don't know if that works at all. And it's going to cause some pain and confusion and some issues. Okay, it's building itself. Okay, let's just leave it alone, Zeniak. Leave it alone. That's a lot better place to build than up here. I don't know why I've chose to have this cliff edge, but listen, right. Just leave it alone, Sonic. Leave it alone right now. Now, is Gali also growing? I assume that yeah, that's had a huge growth spurt as well. To be honest with you, they've all had pretty big growth spurts, so, you know, very happy with this. Very happy with this. So back into play mode then. Is any of the lines losing any money? So let's see from the balance. So the lines losing money is the 2 new lines I've just created. The Gali and the Jaffna tool lines. So understandable, they haven't picked any goods up just yet. But I don't even think oh no, we are producing tools. There we go. Wow, look how much wood's waiting there already. So we are producing tools. Jaffna, Trin. So there wasn't any Jaffna tools for them to pick up. But just give them time, boys. Give them time and it will all slowly come together. But the most important thing from all this, though, is the boat line is consistently making more money. Now, has that had a knock-on effect for the train line? I don't think it's going to affect the train line at all because that has a capacity to how much it can kind of... Wait, hold on. Is that the high-speed train line? That's the high-speed train line. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. You could argue, yes, it has, but I think that's the ceiling. I don't think the train can make any more money than that because it's going to be maxed out anyway. So I've got like a decision to make. Increase the capacity. Ram to coin, which is this line here. There's 300 people waiting. And then going back is 48. Oh, that's the shipping route, sorry. 90. So, yeah, increase the train size or add a second train. That's the real question right now. I think the most logical thing first will be to... Oh, I've just duplicated it like an idiot. Right. I was gonna add an extra carriage to it. That would be the most logical thing to do, but like an idiot, I've decided no. I've been using the 14 capacity. We now have 19 capacities. So 4 carriages gives us an extra 20 people on the train. So we've really increased the capacity of that line, but at the same time, I've added a second train. I don't know whether that was a good idea or not. But it will bring a lot more people to the shipping route. So there's that. There is that side of it. Well, an idiot. But it's all good though, boys. It's all good. It's all good. Anywho, tools are being made. What are you? You are the galley tool truck on the way out of here right now. So like I said, it will take time for us to see the money rolling in on those tool lines because they got such a long drive to do. But other than that, I'm pretty happy how Sri Lanka's turned out. I really am happy with it. It just made me quite excited right now. It really has. So, we've got a lot of people waiting over here. It's down to our high-speed train lines. There's a lot of people. Both directions. Now, do we need to think about changing the carriage size on these trains? So, if I was to edit them... These are this one here, which... Oh, that carries 20. What did I just put on the other one? A 19? Okay, I think I might have put the wrong... Oh my god! What? Have you seen how expensive they are? There is no way in this world that that line is going to be able to pay... Right? For those trains. Carriages. Edit. Right, capacity... So I've thrown on... Oh, the red ones. Wait, hold on. I'm confused. What have I now put on? This is... Oh, no, there we go. So these red ones are 336. These are 187. Thank you very much. I got a nice little refund for that. That is crazy how much more expensive. I've just saved us probably close to $1 million in expenses from them carriages. That's crazy, isn't it? That is crazy. So, do I need an additional train? We don't stop in Bellary, but we do go to Hyderabad, which has got a lot of people here as well. We probably need... I did add an additional train on. You can tell with the finances when that additional train came in. So, I'm going to add in another one. Oh, snap. I've just... What's wrong with me today, guys? You know what I mean? Actually, we'll add 2 trains in. I'm making all these boo-boos today. Right, I've added 2 extra trains in the high-speed train line. Rather than increase the actual train capacities, this gives the ability to have more of an increased rate of moving passengers. You know what I mean? Right. They're all now coming out of here. Off they go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Hopefully no issues will be caused by this. And this should pick up... ignore this, because they don't stop here. Well, the high-speed trains don't anyway. Oh, the Mang to Bell line. Maybe could do with an additional train. Are they still making good cash? Yes. Would a third train be handy on that? Probably, but also increasing the capacity would be pretty good as well. But yeah, we can now pick up more people from these places. The trains have 120 capacity. It's mainly like here, like going from Hyderabad to Bangalore. There is so many people right now wanting to kind of go to where they want to go to. 400 of them just want to go to Bangalore alone. Alright, high-speed train. Oh, what's going to come out? Wait, how many high-speed trains just came out? What was the first one then? Was it this train? Oh, I'm so confused. I just don't know anymore. I think I deleted the wrong trains. I think I deleted existing trains on the line. Is what I've made. Yeah, I think I deleted. Yeah, I've bought 4 new trains and then deleted 2 existing ones on the line is what I've done. See, I told you guys, I'm making all the boo-boos today. All the actual boo-boos are being made today. But other than that, things are going well. So Sri Lanka will enjoy this nice little growth spurt right now they're about to have. Is now all my lines making cash? So the RAM to coin line is losing dramatic amounts of money, but that's only because the expenses have now skyrocketed. Now, is there a way in which we're going to be seeing the money crawling back in? Well, already on this year so far, we're about to break even. It just depends on when the trains, I'm assuming, get to their destinations. I feel like having 2 trains is now the wrong thing to do, but there's just so many people in Coimbatore that we need to move. So this train now coming in with 76 people. We'll completely unload and unload completely full. So this is where our big backlog of people are. Is here. Now, like I said, this line itself... The line itself could turn a profit. I think I'm just looking at it at the wrong time. Now, how many people get off here is the question. In Madurai. Not that many. So the bulk of people are getting off here. So let's see how much it makes and how much it increases the revenue by. Whoa, look at the income now. Look at the income on this year. It should jump up again even more. Whoa, I don't know how much it just made right there because the thing didn't come up. But, okay, I think we're making money on this line. Yeah, I think I was just looking at it at the wrong time. Right, the Jaffna tool line then, in terms of finances, we actually haven't made any money on this line. But I think it's now bringing up vehicles and tools for the first time ever, which is this vehicle here. So now this is where it starts to make money. Oh my god! 1 truck has paid for the last 2 years of expenses. Okay, that line's making money. All my lines are now making cash, right? Yes. Yes, they are. Okay, that's glorious. What a great success story right now for Sri Lanka. I'm really happy for them, guys. I really am. I really am. Right, so boat is going to be busy. It's going to come to a point. Yeah, about to say, it's going to come to a point where the boat is filled to capacity on every journey, and that's what we kind of want. Now, my next concern is what happens when eventually the big backlog of these people here at this station do die down. Will these trains stop making as much money as they are? I don't know what's going to happen at that point. Not too sure, if I'm being completely honest with you. But there is a lot of people who keep getting on and off the boats. You might have to increase the capacity of the boats then, to bring more people to and from. Now, I think this train here is going to miss this boatload of people. So it's actually going to go back with minimal people on board. 9. It just missed the boatload. It literally just missed it. Right, has the backlog in Hyderabad died down yet? No. If anything, it's got worse. Now, they're coming directly from Nagpur. And a train leaving Nagpur right now is filled to the brim. So this train coming in unloads, loads up. So he can pick 6 people up in Hyderabad now. 60 people, sorry, ish. But I think increasing the rate now means the trains won't be as full. So we might start eating into the dents. Hopefully, anyway, because it is very busy. It is very, 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 very busy. But yeah, I'm really happy with Sri Lanka. I really am. Right, another boat on the way back with 70 people on board. That train heading back right now has 75 people on board, so that managed to kind of capitalize on the boat coming. There is 237 people currently here. And there hasn't been a delivery of the high-speed train line just yet, so you won't see those numbers change. That's a 76 people on board, that one. 76 people on board this one. But it might miss these load of people coming in as well. Awkward timings, isn't it? Awkward timings. But we're still making cash. As long as we're still making cash, that's all I care about. And that is literally all I care about. So, things are looking good for Sri Lanka. They really are. Guys, we're going to end it here. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. We've done some brilliant work over in Sri Lanka. All we can do now is just improve it. If you have enjoyed it, please smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.